What's up, guys? Kurt here. Just wanted to walk you through how to use Trend Track to make the most fire static ad images you possibly can. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through my process with the category that we're tracking. And I'm going to show you how to use the tool because this tool is fire. I switched from Triatria because for the money, it's kind of a ripoff. Like I don't see the value in it. I've used it for years. Their pricing just got too high, and Ray is just not like budging on offering a more reasonable tier. So for this tool, you can basically come in and you get better data anyway. You actually can get the data that you need, which is how legit are these ads. So I'm just tracking this brand, Space Goods, for example. I'm making some static ads for my own brands, and I wanted to show you what I would do. So I would look at active ads. I would go to stuff that's been running for at least 30 days. And then I would sort by images. And then down here, it's going to filter automatically by the impression ranking from the ad library. And Trend Track just lays over this. So then what you can do is you can kind of come in here, think about your brand, think about what might pop with this. It also shows you stuff that's been duplicated. Duplicates can often be a good indicator that stuff is hitting. So I will look at the top list here and go and see if I like it. Does it really pop? What's the deal? And then are there duplicates in here? And then lastly, if you want to kind of just compete and look in your own country, that may be helpful. This brand is more international, so it's a little bit different. But for me, something like this is going to go right into a folder. So you can come over here and I'll show you in your ad section, you can make new folders for what you're spying on to kind of just make different concepts there. So that's that for Space Goods. I just didn't see a lot that I liked in here, to be honest with you. But I opened up a bunch of tabs here. So here's Froya, huge brand. We'll let that load. I've already looked at some of their statics. This is MyAvi. You guys are probably familiar with MyAvi. So I'd go into like here and I'd go to ad rank. And then what I would do is look at days running, 30, stuff that's still active. This kind of gives you a good filter for stuff that might be not as risky for getting flagged if it's super aggressive. In this case, they don't have stuff that's been live for more than 30 in the tool. I'm sure MyAvi's running stuff that's more than live for 30 days, but for whatever reason, their library is not picking it up. So I drop it to 7 days, and then images only, typically US, since it's where we advertise, and then make sure you update this sort to ad rank. Now I can see, okay, boom. I've seen this ad and they've run this ad for like years. I've seen this ad on AdSpy. So it's just a banger. So I would come back in here and I'm looking at top statics. I want to kind of emulate. And I'm thinking about how these are going to translate to my brand as well. This one's offer based. I would put this one in here as well. I think this is a pretty good risk reversal, last chance, restock. I don't love this one. These ones are okay. If I see a high duplicate, which you can filter, by the way, if you want to see stuff that's been duplicated more than 5 times, you know how it is when you're running ads. Like if you make lots of duplicates, probably worth looking at. So that's MyAvi. Coming back, you got Froya. We're going to go into Four Sigmatic, the mushroom brand, and do the same thing. Ad rank, status, active, days running, at least 30 days. And then type is image. And let's see what we got here. So we've got really just 3 here. This one, I'm going to go and cut this down just to 7. Again, some of these brands just don't get scraped by their tool as much. So this is a whole like welcome to Costco kind of vibe. But there's 19 duplicates. That's a big sign for me that this is worth seriously considering. And it's a little bit newer style that I haven't seen as much. So for me, it pops out in the images, right? It sticks out visually. My eyes pick that pattern up. All right, this one's Groons. You guys know about Groons. For this one, ad rank, I've got all this stuff set up here. They're making a bunch of duplicates of this style. That's probably a good pattern to consider. This one has been copied 17 times, so I've already saved it. So, these ones, like I pick them up. When they have duplicates, they're in the top couple rows here by activity, then I definitely take them and go, yo, this is probably pretty good. Let's just sort by stuff that's over 5. See what's up. Nothing there. So I'd get rid of that filter. So that's it. That's really it. That's the main piece of this. You're just going to go in, go to brand track, add the brands that you want to track. And then what you can do is you've got top different brands. Is there anyone else I want to look at real quick that I haven't? Let me go to my all folder. Oh yeah, Primal Queen's pretty big. They do about I don't want to say what they do, but they do well into the 100 million plus. So they're a big brand. So let's look at this and go ad rank, again, status active. Let's go days running 30, and type is image. And then let's see what's coming up and what's jumping out visually. You can kind of get the pink on there for vibe, right? This one's been duplicated 7, 10, 16 times. Boom. This one's a big banger for sure. This shows the discount. Again, I want to kind of see, I mean, this one's an OG one, 200 days live. So keep that in mind as well. But I'm really looking for what hits. So funny. I don't want to dox them, but their product is, we're not going to go there. So this is another one here that's been running for a hot minute. They refreshed it. You can see it's almost, this is more about their gift and what they offer. Literally a keychain, a jar, like what? Okay. People really go for gifts. So if you don't have that in your offer, think about that. This static also is a little bit unique. So again, I'm also just thinking about how they position and message. And then it just helps me kind of think about stuff, right? Different styles. Memes are always fun. I wish they had more duplicates on this meme though. This one is big, 24. So that's usually pretty good. Yeah, I just want to see more meme vibes because that's just where I love my stuff to be. It's just more fun. So this is what you got. This is more visual. This is kind of cool with the fruit. But they're obviously referencing the vagina in there. So that's what we've got with that. And let's see here. They got some variety, but it's nothing crazy. More on brand. And let's see here. That's a meme with Robert Downey Jr. Some of these memes can really pop off if you do them right. We ran a couple memes in January that just really lifted our ad account really, really well. And it was great to see that. So once you have the ads, and you go to that folder that you've been saving all these ads in, and then you can just really kind of rip. And I take a screenshot, big screenshot of this, drop it into Claude, ChatGPT, have a project file with my brand. Think about the seasonality, the marketing calendar. We're heading into summer, and you're going to want to drop what you have there and pop in and put that stuff on there. So that's really helpful for how you can sort of rip. But I just took a ton of indirect competitors that aren't in my category, so I can kind of see visuals that are going to be different and new and completely just different, right? We don't want to bring in the same stuff that our customer base has already seen. If our audience is getting peppered with that same visual, like it's not going to stand out. So think about that, think about your content, and then you can make banger ads. So yeah, Trend Track, badass tool. I'm going to put a link in the video description for you if you want to check it out. Go for it. And if not, either way, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.